I think it is possible to receive zero-emission world, but not yet. It must take time. And beyond 2050, I am convinced that in our planet, the main source of energy will be sun. And at this moment, the entire humanity will receive very pure, very ecological source of energy and with a zero emission of CO2. Now we must go through Shadow Valley. We have a lot of troubles with the emission from fossil fuels. And step by step, we will go out of this type of fuels and develop renewable energy sources. Poland is exception in the world scale because we produce energy almost only from hard coal, and we must reduce this production step by step. It is process, and just the trading of emission of CO2 is a mechanism which can us help to reduce emission from the coal as quickly as possible. But we must develop mainly renewable energy sources, but also we must improve our energy efficiency. Still, we waste a lot of energy in Poland, and in my opinion, as a first step, we must do everything for energy saving, for improvement of energy efficiency, both in the houses and in the industry. This year, we will be honored to host the World Conference in the framework of Convention of Climate Protection, Climate Change in Poznań in December 2008. That will be excellent opportunity for Poland to accelerate all type of action concerning reduction of CO2. This year is in Poland year of climate protection, and by the end of this year will be top of such actions. That is something good for Poland, but also for international community, because parallel to the conference in Poznań, COP14, we will organize the big exhibition. And at this exhibition, we would like to present the inventions serving climate protection, also the very concrete transfer of technologies from all over the world, and concrete actions for adaptation to the climate change. Such exhibition, I think, will be good not only for delegations from the almost 200 countries in the world attending the conference, and for Polish society. We would like also to move after the conference to move this exhibition to Brussels, perhaps to New York, to other capitals, as a concrete examples how to reduce CO2 emission, and how to transfer technologies from developed to developing countries. We will gather good examples from all countries in the world. So there will be a world exhibition with the title Climate Protection in the Praxis. Poland is in a very specific time, namely in the communist time, the waste of energy was huge, and also not only in industry but also in houses. And during the in the course of our of the last 16, 17 years, we reduced in Poland CO2 emission by more than 30%. But our GDP, the domestic product, global domestic product, will rise by 70% at the same time. So this is a big achievement, mainly by modernization of energy. And so now such achievement will be impossible anymore. Each percent of reduction of CO2 will cost a lot. But we are a member of European Union, and you know that European Union press all members to reduce emission of CO2, and I am optimist, and I think that also in the future the reduction of emission of CO2 we will receive, and we keep our obligations towards the European regulation. All enterprises which produce something in Poland must keep the restrictions, the regulations according to Polish law, and Polish law is compatible fully with the law of European Union. So it isn't difference between Polish enterprises and foreign enterprises active in Poland. For everybody there are the same rules. In the huge conference in Poznań, we would like to finalize the process, first of all, process of Kyoto Protocol. We would like to summarize achievements and weak points from the protocol, because in 1 year in Copenhagen we will expect the new protocol for the year beyond 2012. So we must be good prepared, and the Kyoto Protocol was the first phase of such regulation, with the obligation for developed countries to reduce CO2. We would like also to make summary from entire process in the framework of the convention of UN Convention of Climate Change. So there are two major summaries which we can expect, but also we will discuss these 4 building blocks mentioned in the action plan from Bali: finance, technologies, transfer of technologies, and adaptation. And I I hope that the exhibition in Poznań will be a good basis for very concrete discussion in the framework of the conference. And of course, we will lead also negotiations as preparing the good results in Copenhagen.